All right, welcome back to Race Ready Road to Boulder, episode 6. All right, well, it is Monday, the day after the marathon in Napa, and I'm still in Napa, as you can tell. A beautiful background. When I get a little higher, you can see the rest of the fields. But so what I am here at this ranch, and one of my good friends, Thomas and Maxine, they had purchased a session for a hyperbaric chamber session. And this originally was supposed to be for my post Ironman race, but I wasn't anywhere near Napa. I mean, I guess I was in Sacramento, but I wasn't close by. And I wasn't going to take a extra trip to Napa, especially after I was tired running and swimming and biking. So I knew that I was going to do this marathon in Napa, so I decided, hey, I'll do the Napa marathon, and then the day after I'll do the hyperbaric chamber session. So for you that don't know what a hyperbaric chamber is, it's a chamber that the athlete, or in this case me, goes in the chamber and they pump pure oxygen. So my body is consuming 100% oxygen in this little chamber. So oxygen is very important to the body, obviously, and especially for long-term injuries, getting oxygen into that area is definitely a necessity, and this is what the hyperbaric chamber does. So when done consistently, it does great for rehabilitation. So this is my first time, and I'm very excited, and my body is sore, so getting my body to get pure oxygen at this moment in time, it's gonna be great. I don't know if one session is gonna do a lot. I know it's something that needs to be done consistently, but hey, if I enjoy it and if I feel a huge difference, then I'm definitely gonna be looking for a hyperbaric chamber somewhere close to the house or to work. So there's two things that I've wanted to experiment with. Number one, the hyperbaric chamber, which I'll experiment today, and cryotherapy. So that's going to be next on the list. But for now, hyperbaric chamber, and just look at this beautiful view. I mean, grapevines, fields for days. Yesterday at the marathon, that's all that there was just grapes everywhere. I mean, it was a beautiful run, but it literally looked like this for 26 miles. So yeah, after a while, it's not so beautiful anymore, especially when you're fatigued and tired. All right, so I'm gonna go check this place out, and I'll inform you a little bit later. All right, so hyperbaric chamber done. Now that, I will say, was very, very interesting. First, I felt like I was in a coffin, even though it felt weird. But I will say this. I did go in with my legs a little on the sore side, and they feel a lot less sore, which would make sense because I got a lot of oxygen in, a full hour of oxygen, pure oxygen. And what I also did was I did the Wim Hof. I also do Wim Hof breathing technique. And if you guys are familiar with it, then you guys understand. But after I take 30 deep breaths, I then have to hold my breath as long as I can with my lungs fully exhaled. And normally, on average, I can hold my breath a minute 15 seconds, which is not that good. But I did 3 rounds inside the hyperbaric chamber, and I held my breath for 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and then 2 minutes and 25 seconds. So my body getting that much more oxygen definitely was noticeable when I did my Wim Hof. So I feel good. And now I'm going to do cryotherapy at some point. I just don't know when. I got to find a spot. But looks like meta. But definitely, I recommend it. All right, welcome back. It is now Thursday after Sunday's marathon. And the recovery of the soreness of my body was very quick. A day, by the second day I was already about 95%. But what I needed to recover from is, I guess, fatigue. My body was tired. And although I didn't feel tired, that Sunday, Monday, like my body just, when I was relaxing, I was relaxing. My body said, okay, I can relax. And I just kind of fell into this deep, not a deep sleep, right? But a deep lounge. I just didn't want to move, didn't want to do anything. I really just wanted to give my body some time to do nothing before I started ramping back up and getting prepared for this marathon in LA next weekend. But you can hear I'm slightly congested. My body was fighting something, no fever, no aches, no pains, but definitely some sinus congestion. So I haven't done anything in 3 days. Yesterday I went for a mile walk just to kind of get things loosened up again. And today I wanted to play some racquetball. And, the friend of mine who I'm playing with, he's learning, so I'm not going 100%. But I'm using racquetball as a way of just kind of opening up my hips. I've been doing nothing for the last 3 days, just kind of relaxing. I've been doing some stretches here and there, some active recovery, some foam rolling, some boot compressions, but not really like breaking a sweat, high activity. So this will be my kind of first high activity since the marathon. And from here on out, now it's time to ramp back up, because I don't want to take too much time off and lose everything I've gained. I just wanted to give my body a rest. So I'm going to play some racquetball, see how I feel, just to loosen things up. And we're back at it. Good. All right, welcome back. So after a couple of days of rest, we're right back at it. We have a marathon next week. We are going to be in Los Angeles. We're doing the LA Marathon. And last week we did the Napa Marathon. So we're going to be doing 2 marathons within 3 weeks. Both of us feel that we're physically and mentally ready for this. But we won't really know until that race starts. So we're both excited. After this, Rosa is done training, but I have to get back to my half Ironman training, because this whole series has to do with Race Ready, Road to Boulder. That's going to be the half Ironman that I'm going to be running with Adley in June. So this is going to be the last marathon that I'm going to be running before June. So I'm excited. We will see you guys in LA next week.